Tzu Chi New York chapter distributes emergency relief funds to flood-affected residents. In Singapore, Tzu Chi Senior Engagement Enabling Nod helps seniors fulfill golden years. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. In the United States, Hurricane Ida brought heavy rains. In New York City, the basements and first floors of many houses have been flooded. Tzu Chi's New York chapter immediately organized the distribution of emergency relief funds. On the first day, a total of 26 affected residents were assisted.
The water was coming so fast, I don't know where from. This is the basement. We don't have a lot of things. We work for 3 days, stay empty to clear it up. As you can see, we have nothing left. The floor mats, which are on the floor, it come to the ceiling now. 2G Association, which we didn't expect any kind of help from anybody, but we were surprised when somebody from the association come to us and ask how we're doing.
Actually, in 2009, I know Tzu Chi, and I joined the Tzu Chi school. I teach Chinese in Beisai. So to this time, Tzu Chi helped me a lot.
The landlord didn't care about her. She had to do everything clean and also everything by her. So I noticed her, come over. Our Tzu Chi give you some financial assistance. At least you can get some furniture and the food.
The Hurricane Ida actually hit New York City as of September 1st, the night around 10 to 11 p.m.
We had a difficulty moving around because our apartment got flooded. We live on the first floor and the water reached this high. We lost everything, but everything. We had absolutely nothing left.
I live on the first floor. The flood quickly reached my chest, so I escaped from the first floor to the second floor.
And then the water starting coming out from the door. Once we tried to open the door got stuck, and I can't open it. My upstairs landlord and my friends, they all tried to come swimming over to help me to break the door. Everything gone, like the water took away everything. It's a disaster.
When disaster happen, our Tzu Chi volunteer always the first come to the area which get impact, and then second, we have to do right away to give them the financial assistance and bring our love and the care to them.
They gave us monetary assistance, thank God, and a kit with blanket and others.
I received a cash card of $600. I can use it for groceries. They also gave me a blanket. It keeps me warm.
During this disaster, so many people, their family gone, like their home gone. This one is, giving people hope.
In Malaysia, a farmer utilized his passion for cherishing land. He applied eco-friendly farming methods to his farm in Selangor, giving more meaning and value to this land in the city.
In Malaysia's Selangor, each piece of land holds great value as there are masses of buildings and factories. In a rapidly growing city, there's still no oasis of greens. In Puchong, the farm here prioritizes the ideals of returning to nature, as animals and plants should coexist in a mutually beneficial relationship.
The type of flower is called the flowering plant. If we plant this, it mainly attracts bees that will transport pollen for the flower. Our planting methods aims to bring back an ecosystem. We will also plant spices. They have strong smells which pests don't like. The plants then provides a utility of repelling pests. I'll ask them to try and eat it raw. It's safe to eat because it doesn't have any residues.
Disregarding the use of fertilizers and pesticides, the farm here grows in accordance to the laws of nature. The land itself is also a key factor.
We added a lot of organic matter to the soil here. We added in chicken manure for our organic fertilizer. We added in compost. It will then turn the dirt we see now. This takes time to cultivate.
In the farm, earthworms supply organic fertilizers. It provides the function of improving the soil and benefiting plants in absorbing nutrition.
This is where we raise earthworms. This is the manure that it produces. The manure has a lot of organic matter and a lot of probiotics. Our method starts with the watering the soil. The water then goes through the earthworm manure, and the water comes out in the bucket. We'll then pour the bucket into our pond. The water in the pond goes to the plants through an irrigation system.
It took Zhou Huang and his sister an entire year to turn barren land into a fertile farmland. Through eco-farming methods, they have minimalized land and environmental damage.
When we plant vegetables on soil, we are breaking the soil apart. In order to reduce the overall damage, we must practice farming while being fully aware.
Although the journey is quite tough, now after I see the land turn from yellow to green, it feels like we have contributed to the land. The environment also improved a bit.
We want to bring more green to this place. This not only will elevate our living standards, it will also benefit our future generations.
Utilizing the given space, the farmers have created a city farm. Under the circumstances of preserving the environment, they have also upgraded the value of this green space. This is perhaps another way to show patriotism. In Malaysia, the pandemic situation is still serious. During this time of uncertainty, several citizens formed a disinfection volunteering team. They bravely enter COVID hotspots and disinfect communities at risk. In Malaysia, Selangor, Rawang, starting August 20th, COVID cases are being at the 1,000 mark each week. Local organizations collaborated with the government, forming disinfection teams in order to stop the virus from spreading.
People around us kept on contracting the virus. Some passed away and some moved into ICUs. For myself, it felt weird staying at home since we cannot do anything. So I decided to come out to help.
Starting July this year, the disinfection volunteering team takes on regular shifts, disinfecting COVID hotspots in different communities.
We went to the same place every day. If there are 189 cases, then we know that the area has about at least 180 cases. Now we have to find out why. We have to cover banks, stores, hallways, hospitals, and markets.
This is my second time participating. I'm a bit scared, but we have the responsibility to fight COVID together.
I'm scared of passing the virus to my family members. It's that simple. And going out right now is very risky.
Though the volunteers felt frightened to the invisible virus, they still go on missions, carrying 40 kilograms of disinfection equipment, overcoming their fears in order to benefit the public. Disinfection tests are held at night since it will not interfere with the citizens' regular routine.
The tired feeling isn't mental stress. It's more of body pain. Later on, we have to go to a rental home across the street. It has 3 buildings and we must help them.
这为什么好像你还是你这样担心，还是想要出去这样？
帮人，看能做多少能做多少。
If at least we can disinfect the building, people living there will feel more at ease.
At the darkest hours in the country, everyone is responsible for protecting the communities at risk. Well-known pharmaceutical company Sinpha was discovered to have 23 medicines with decreasing medicine effectiveness during the validity period. The company promised to take down the medicines from the market and gave formal apologies to the public. However, do you know what medicine effectiveness is? Let's find out in our feature report.
Each batch of medicine exiting the pharmaceutical factory must be tested for its medicinal effects.
Making medicine is a complicated process.
Before entering the laboratory, one must be fully prepared. In the past, one cannot enter without a permit, though it is open today for our report.
This is our development and quality control department. During the process of making medicine, every single test will be held at this laboratory here.
From Mondays to Fridays, the laboratory remains in operation, developing and providing quality control assurance to each medicine. Moreover, do you know what medicine effect means?
Most of the medicine that is made here must be within the range of 90 to 110% medicine effectiveness.
The effect of medicine can be discussed through 3 different perspectives: correct material usage, effective material portions, and medicine decreased effectiveness. In order to pass the test, the medicine must remain 90 to 110% effectiveness during this effective period. The gas chromatography method is a new method of detection. Researchers have to inject raw materials into the machine. The machine then uses a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius to burn materials. Afterwards, there will be an analysis of the gas produced through burning. This purity test can detect the purity levels of each medicine. It also detects hazardous substance, such as heavy metal.
Besides testing medicine's effective materials, we have to also make sure the materials within the medicine meet the standard criteria listed on our pharmacopoeia.
Next up, we take a look at dissolution testing, as it is very interesting. Injecting artificial gastric fluids into the device. This test here simulates the medicine dissolving in the gastrointestinal tract. It provides crucial data regarding the effectiveness of medicine.
After we put in the medicine, we have to set a temperature. The temperature of the machine is about 37.3 degrees Celsius. It stimulates the body temperature of humans.
When the machine's rods start to rotate, it simulates the gastrointestinal tract's movements. Within 8 minutes, the solution starts to have colors. This is because of the dissolving medicine.
After the simulation test, we'll take out the samples for an automatic process. After we receive the samples, we'll then run an analysis.
Even if the medicine goes through repetitive experiments, it still cannot be sold on the market due to a lack of time. Therefore, medicines are put into constant humidity and temperature incubators for 2 or 3 years. This is to test if the medicine deteriorates over time. Sometimes, if vendors want to speed up the process, they must simulate high humidity and temperature climates, stress testing the medicine under harsh environments.
So we will set a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius and a humidity of 75%.
Quality control includes a series of experiments, though the procedures rarely change, yet each device is invested with large sums of money.
During 2 years inside the laboratory, we have invested about 20 million NT dollars in our devices.
In Taiwan, medicine examining costs well over millions, yet medicine costs cheaper than candy because of national health insurance. In Taiwan, medicine prices are lowered in order to please consumers, but this brings pressures onto pharmaceutical companies. How do these companies make a living?
When we develop new products, we have to pick niche products, which have a little competition on the market.
Small medicine pills are the collective efforts of technology and research. As pharmaceutical companies find a way to strive in Taiwan, Through serious quality control procedures, they proved to be successful.
As Singapore faces an aging society, Tzu Chi's Senior Engagement and Enabling Nod, or SING, opened in 2019. It has been a stable force in the community, providing healthcare information and helping seniors fulfill their golden years.
现在我要看这个新闻了啊！
在那个 WhatsApp、Facebook 啊，你可以跟人家分享哦。
When they come across problems in their daily life, whether big or small, the seniors in this community naturally come here to get help.
They explain things to me in detail, and I learn from them. This is a very convenient place.
When I don't have questions, I still come by to visit.
Situated in a public housing district, Tzu Chi's Senior Engagement and Enabling Node in Bukit Batuk has become a second home for many seniors. As the local population ages, Tzu Chi's scene helps to provide daily physical therapy sessions or other activities for the seniors.
It will be beneficial for senior to benefit from social interaction, engagement, and rapport building with peers, with our colleagues, and with through activities and platforms to enrich their golden years.
At the beginning of this year, 70-year-old Wang Juting was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and it hindered his physical health greatly. His happiness was also affected. But here, he's learning how to keep up his physical therapy with others and finding things to smile about once more.
Because the ages are closer together, we can share about the benefits of exercising. We're kind of like a team, and I felt improvement in my dexterity and mobility.
He's a lot happier now, which we are glad about.
The frequent visitors to Tzu Chi's scene also includes Ying Lei Tin. She treats this place like her own, visiting nearly all the time.
This is my place. I like to come here to make new friends, and the Tzu Chi sisters here are nice. It's like a family here.
We pay close attention to their attendance rate if they are sick and have some other health problem.
Despite the safety measures during the pandemic, scene workers still check in on the seniors.
We follow pandemic prevention safety measures and have switched to the telephone them to ask after them. Those who have chronic illness or solitary seniors, we will personally visit them, but no more than 2 households a day. We feel much more at ease once we see them in person, so we know they are doing well.
Though the pandemic has brought about many restrictions, Tzu Chi's Senior Engagement and Enabling Node continues to protect the seniors' health in the community, so they may enjoy their golden years without worry and continue to live it fully.
To many people, death is a taboo topic, though it is a step in our lives that we must take. To dying patients, they are marching towards death every second. Therefore, care and guidance from others are important. In 2016, TMA in Singapore has established home-based palliative care for dying patients.
Madam Low suffered from bronchiectasis, causing her to have breathing issues when moving. This not only brings pressure to herself, it also brings pressure to her family members. At this moment, the home-based palliative care becomes the family's source of comfort.
We never took care of people who are ill. When seniors are ill, they often have bad temper. You need to have patience to stay with them. At start, I felt scared because I was alone looking after her, and I didn't know what to do.
I told her, don't be nervous when people pass away. I told her about breathing, body, and body temperature details. She listened to me well.
As Madam Low marched into the final stage of life, her body condition is unstable, yet what she worried the most is her family members.
I know my own body condition. I have asthma, and sometimes I can't breathe properly.
She grabs onto my hand. She told me she's scared. She doesn't want to go. She also doesn't want to leave us alone.
Life slowly fades away as time moves on. This is a natural law that no one can change. Though there will be time for family members to cherish moments, the medical team and family members worked hard to fulfill Madame Lo's wishes as she felt more calm near the Buddha. The medical team has been taking on Madame Lo's case for nearly 7 months. At the start, Madame Lo's family felt pressured. Now they feel more rest assured, while Madame Lo is ready for the final stage of life.
During this time, medical workers went in, accompanied her, and helped her, giving her more confidence to accept and leave with a smile.
They not only gave us medicine but taught us ways to be filial. Thank you so much. You are great people.
As patients peacefully leave this world, family members let go of the pain. This is the goal for social workers and medical team members from the home-based palliative care.
Tzuji's assistive device platform brings medical devices for families in need. They help to reduce the burdens of family members while providing better care to the patients. Behind the platform are hardworking volunteers. They have to organize, clean, disinfect, and renovate assistive devices. Even a documenting volunteer often puts down his video camera to help out with heavy duty. Tzuji volunteer sincerity has moved family members receiving the devices.
90-year-old senior son had a serious illness in 2020 as he was hospitalized for further treatment. Tzuji's assistive device platform received a request from senior son's daughter as an electric medical bed, oxygen generator, and foam suction machine was delivered to the household. On another day, volunteers brought an oximeter to the family.
If we use bed here, if Grandpa has breathing issues, it's tough to lift him up because sometimes his body is soft. Therefore, it's better to use the electric medical bed, since if we use the original bed, Grandpa will most likely fall.
When the devices arrived, I felt emotionally moved because the bed sheets were very organized and clean. It looks new too. Volunteers will evaluate the carrying routes before they actually bring the devices, which goes to show their caring nature. This made me feel that each item sent to us is a gift of blessing.
As family members were emotionally moved, volunteers made sure that before these devices arrive, each device must be disinfected, wiped, and safety checked. Filming the volunteers going through streets, accomplishing missions, there's a volunteer behind the camera.
Sometimes the assistive device platform only has 2 volunteers. If they have to carry out medical beds, it's heavy, so we as people filming and taking pictures will help them out. 2 volunteers have to carry such a heavy object, so at the time I left my camera aside and helped them carry.
Treating others' needs as a responsibility, these volunteers at the assistive device platform made families in pain smile once more.
In Australia, August 29 marks National Tree Day. With the government's invitation, city volunteers helped plant 7,000 saplings. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.